Здравствуйте, дорогие товарищи! В эфире программа Ushanka Show. Hello, comrades, and welcome back to another episode of Ushanka Show, stories about life in the Soviet Union. So today, as I record this video, Ushanka Show reached 55,000 subscribers. Hurrah! 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 Taking into consideration the fact that about 500 subscribers are being added every month, it's going to take only 90 months, so about 7.5 years, and we're going to reach 100,000 subscribers, and we're going to get this beautiful silver button from the YouTube.
Clearly you have never read any Marxian economics. Capitalists are not more productive than workers. They exploit workers because they own capital. How could someone have lived in the Soviet Union and never learned basic Marxism? Huh.
So yeah, maybe that's why my channel grows so slow, because I never learned basic Marxism. But meanwhile, I would like to say thank you to Lisha from Finland for another beautiful voiceover. Thank you, Lisha. So today I'm planning to talk to you guys about Soviet traffic police, so-called ГАИ, Государственная автоинспекция, and one very special kind of driver's license that not everyone could get in the Soviet Union. But before we begin, let's have a quick lesson of Russian language, more like even Soviet language, урок советского языка. ГАИ. ГАИ. ГАИ was abbreviation for Государственная автоинспекция. Could be translated as a state automotive inspection, but pretty much that was our traffic police. Fun fact, ГАИ, Gosavtoinspekция, was created in July of 1936, so pretty much 21 years after Great October Revolution. That's when the government realized they need to have some kind of traffic police in the Soviet Union. A quick disclaimer, my family never owned a car in the Soviet Union, so personally, neither me nor my parents ever dealt with ГАИ, with Gosavtoinspekция. But this is how the standard Soviet driver's license, водительское удостоверение, looked like back in the Soviet Union. You have a picture of the driver, date of birth. You got, of course, on the top it's erased his name, and then location where he lived. In this case was Crimea. This ID was issued in 1976 when I was 5 years old. And on the right you have A. Different categories. So A is motorcycles, B passengers car, C light trucks, not pickup trucks, we didn't have pickup trucks. Then D is buses, and E there will be a truck with a trailer. So in this particular case, a guy was B, C, and E driver. But since some people in the Soviet Union were more equal than others, we also had a special kind of driver's ID. So what are you looking at here is a special ID. It's a special permit issued for breaking the law, and it was issued by ГАИ, by Gosavtoinspekция, by the traffic police, to other law enforcement agencies, that they had permission to break the law. Means like to break law driving on the roads. So the idea behind this special permit is for like KGB, maybe some other law enforcement agencies, like maybe military police, military intelligence, in case if they need to speed, don't stop on the stoplights, and they won't get in trouble with the traffic police because they were enforcing the law and had to break a little bit traffic laws. This idea actually got a funny nickname. It was called NARUSHILOVKA. NARUSHILOVKA, and that's from the word нарушать, to break the law usually. So that's kind of like a lawbreaker. That was the nickname for this ID. So the idea behind this law-breaking ID is pretty decent, but unfortunately in some southern republics, and I'm talking Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, it became popular for high-ranking officials, communist apparatchiks, and so on, to get those IDs for themselves so they can drive like local lords without paying attention to the traffic lights, stop signs, and so on. You're already king of the hill, you drive black Volga, you make decisions for the whole republic, might as well have this cool ID that gives you the right to break any traffic rules. So that it became quite an issue. I mean, there was pretty much like a price list, how much. I couldn't find exactly how much was to purchase such an ID, but as I said, in Southern republics, it became quite a problem. So this particular ID was issued by MVD, so that's the Ministry of Police of Armenian Soviet Socialist Republic, and it's ГАИ, водительское удостоверение, so it's a driver's license, and in that little black frame it says «С правом нарушения правил дорожного движения». So it says has the right to break the rules, like the traffic rules, and it was valid till December 31st of 1985. On the right side of this ID, there's another interesting message in that another frame. It says «Машина проверке не подлежит». So if the traffic police officer will stop this car, he was not allowed to check the car, like check what's in the trunk, what's inside of the car. So you were untouchable. You can break the law and no one could inspect your vehicle. So for example, if there'll be some kind of drug smuggling, that's a perfect ID to have. You can drive like crazy and no police could search your vehicle. And while I was researching for this video, it dawned on me that in America that should start issuing such IDs. I bet you tons of people, especially like BMW drivers and other fancy sports cars, they'll pay premium to have this type of ID, and it will help greatly states like Michigan to fix roads and do other improvements to the infrastructure, because people probably will be more than happy to pay $500 a month to have this ID that they can do speeding. And of course, you still will search their vehicle, but they will have like a carte blanche, I think is the word, right? And they can drive at any speed they want, as long as they're willing to pay money for it. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for everyone who subscribes to my channel. 55,000 people, that's a big number. I'm very excited, and we'll talk to you soon. До свидания. Goodbye. By the way, cool merch for cool comrades is available at the Ushanka store at teespring.com. Just a friendly reminder that my book American Diaries is available on amazon.com, or shoot me an email if you would like to have a signed copy. Thank you. And if you love my channel and would like to show your support, please click on the link below this video and become the patron of the Ushanka Show. For as little as $1, you can help us grow and create the new, interesting videos about the life in Soviet Union.